have lots of work and assignments to do, and I just do not know where to start from. My plate's full and I just do not have time to do any other thing. We come across these situations so many times in our life, and we are unable to prioritize our work. So let's learn how to set our priorities. Hi, I am Dr. Parag Sanghvi, founder Be Your Force, your holistic and health and wellness life coach. Sometimes setting our priorities can become a difficult and a big task. We have lots of things to do related to work, related to our home, our spouse, our children, social events, personal, health, travel, lots and lots of things. And we just do not know how to prioritize them. Let's understand, let's learn how to prioritize our work. Step number 1, make a list of all to-do things. Sounds tedious, but it needs to be done. Things to be done in a day, or during the week, or in a month, or during the year. We need to jot down each and everything. We can always add to the list as and when needed. Step number 2, the most important step. But before we execute this step, let's understand the different headings of priority. There are 4 types of priorities. Things which are important and urgent, things which are important but not so urgent, things which are urgent and not so important, and things which are not so important and not so urgent. Let's understand each heading properly and in a slightly detailed manner. Things which are important as well as urgent. You need to give it top priority and do it as early as possible. Let's take an example. It may be a small work, but it may be important as well as urgent. You have to drop your young daughter to the school tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. and the school bus is not coming and she has got her exams. It's a small work, but it's important and it's urgent. Let's take another example. You've got a client coming from UK to give a work order. He's going to stay only for a day. What you need to do is you have to put it at your top of your priority list, because he's there only for a day and he's going to give you work order. So there's lots of money to be earned from that. So what you do, you meet the client as per his convenience and put it at the top of your priority list. Then comes things which are important but not so urgent. You have to do it on priority basis, but you can schedule it. Take the example of a client coming from UK, but here he is going to be here for few days. Also, you will have to have few meetings, after which he will decide whether to give a work order or not. It's important to meet the client, but not so very urgent. So you can schedule your meeting, you can give an appointment according to your availability after finishing of your important and urgent work. Then there are things which are urgent but not so important. You can delegate these tasks. Take an example. You've got a flat tire, but you need the car in the evening. You have got some important work to be done in the morning. So what you need to do is delegate this task. You can either ask your spouse or your children who are relatively free to take care of the flat tire. Here what you are doing is you are delegating the task, and at the same time you are finishing off your important work. Then there are things which are not so important and not so urgent, but they need to be done sometimes. Example is setting up a meeting, a social meet with your friends or your relatives once in a while, where you are required to meet them, your friends or relatives, but it's not very urgent and it's not so very important. So you can push it to a later date or a later day as per your convenience and when you are available. Then comes step number 3. Step number 3 is a step of follow-up. See that what you have decided, whatever you have prioritized, are you able to execute it? It's okay even if you are not able to execute it to the T. Do not give up this process. Keep on trying this process persistently and consistently. So what are you waiting for? Let's start this process of prioritizing your work. This is Dr. Parag Sanghvi, founder Be Your Force, your holistic and health and wellness life coach. Life is beautiful. Thank you.